Hello, Clint here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about your front design. Okay, a few housekeeping notes. Irrigation system, we'll send a technician out, of course, as we talked about, to have everything checked. I would check your drainage system as well. I would add that to the things we need to check. Then he needs to locate your double check. We either probably need to test it or have it replaced. He can look at it and tell you if it's too old. Anything greater than 10 years, it's good to have replaced. Again, the double check is a thing that separates your landscape irrigation water from your drinking water, and if one is failing, cross contamination is pretty significant. So, just something to think about. Okay, all right. So basically, I have two landscape designs here. I have left and right, which are slightly different because your house is symmetrical. Uh, I think a lot of people would be very symmetrical in how they would view your house. I know if I show this to my wife, she would say it has to be the same both sides. It does not have to be the same by any stretch of the imagination. It's just when we do a geometric or linear slash modern design, people seem to like things to look the same on the left and the right when your house is very symmetrical. Okay, so starting on this little corner over here, one day if you move the fence up here, we can do some limelight hydrangeas. It's going to be the summer or the full sun hydrangea. It's a great choice, easy to maintain. I'd put that little bed there, then everything else I'd make grass. Okay, gravel here along the front. This is Black Star gravel. I brought the gravel all the way down to follow the corner, so it's as you can see, it's a sharp edge, easy to mow and maintain. And the other side, I cut it off to let you look at what it looks like cut off. Simple gravel. We can do a gray gravel, a brown gravel, kind of your choice. You're kind of torn between the modern gravel, the gray, and the brown because of the stone. Near the house, I did the emerald snow pittosporums along the back. Pretty easy to maintain, get a real pretty bloom. Then I did a variegated sedge, which is a full sun sedge. It's two-tone. I did variegated twice, so variegated sedge here and variegated yucca over here, just because at distance and you're a little elevated, I want a pop of color. All right, I did, again, variegated yuccas here. And you see I elevated this bed. It'll probably be the same height. Actually, I take that back. It'll all be probably the same height because you're grade. But I separate it with steel edge. The steel edge is a natural rust color. It kind of fades into the landscape. Then you have gravel, and you have river rock. And you'll have river rock options. Then along the house, I just did a simple pink molly. Easy to maintain. There's a couple other plants we can go with, but I did ornamental grass. So this is a really easy to maintain landscape. Really low risk as well. Chance of losing plants is pretty low. Oh, these are dwarf Yopon hollies. These we can get in larger size. These will be 1 gallon. These will be 3 gallon. These will be 3 gallon. These we can probably only get in 3 gallon. So these you could get bigger, but I don't know that I would get bigger. Okay, on the right side, as you can see on the right side, I changed it up a little bit. Used similar or same plants, but has changed the style up. In the back, I did Yopon hollies. I did the variegated sedge. I did the planters. Then the front here, I did the variegated yucca. Then you see I left this gap open here, so that's just be grass. Then I did the pink mollies in the back. Just a different look, but whatever we pick, I would go with the same on both sides. So whatever you pick on this side, go with this side. From a planter perspective, I just think the planter stood out too much. Unless you're really gonna come out and maintain the seasonal flowers, I put yuccas in them, like a green yucca for the season in there, or maybe a cactus. Unless you think you're gonna maintain them, I would stick with plants. No trees along the house. I took all those out to make the house appear bigger. If you put trees in front, it's going to make the space appear a little bit smaller. I left the 2 crepe myrtles here. I left this, I think this is an elm tree. I left that there. And in the front, if you're ever going to redo the driveway, I wouldn't put any plants here. I would just, whatever the core gravel is, I would drop gravel in there, make the space look bigger, and call it a day. But we could put plants in here. The problem is, it's just they require a little bit more water because you're going to get so much heat off the concrete. So I just did gravel. All right, the last bit of it, I would definitely go lights. So it's 3 left, 3 right. These lights are pretty bright. These are color changing lights. You just hit a button, it changes color. So you could do red, white, blue, red, white, blue. We can might want to add another light here in the middle. I could add a light here and move this light over so it's a light. This light is here like that. and that light is like that. If you wanted to kind of a little bit more defined spaces, so we could add an extra light on both sides. We could add lights in the trees out here, but if we add lights in the trees out here, we'll need to put them in mulch. We don't put lights in grass. They just get damaged too easy. All right, so let me go back to this video. So the idea is we narrow down one of the designs, either the left design or the right design. We narrow down which one you like, then we price it out from there. Or if you have any major changes or suggestions, just drop me an email. Happy to make the changes. If you want to jump on a Zoom call to walk through the final plan, happy to do that as well. If you're a first-time guest checking out one of our videos and you have questions, you can go to our website at crimsonlandscape.com.